Hey there. I just thought that I would record a quick video to talk about something that's I haven't done in a while. And quite frankly, I thought it was interesting and I thought other people might find value in this. So I'm just going to make my video a little bit smaller here just to show the rest of my screen. So you can see here, I created a company page on LinkedIn to properly reflect the business that, in this case, my wife and I have created. Now, this business has operated in many capacities over the last number of years, but we've actually wrapped a container around it and given it a name called Single Ventures, which essentially is just a play on words of our two last names. So she is Sharmila Singh. I am Trevor Turnbull, Single. And essentially, it is a parent company to multiple businesses, as you can see here, that are committed to personal and professional transformation. So what does that actually mean? And how does that get, put out into the world? So what I did was I went to my personal profile. And in fact, let me just go there right now. I'll just open it up in a new tab, and then I will show you what happened and where I found this really interesting for anybody that's ready to really step into owning exactly who they are as well and communicating it with the world. So you'll notice here that I've updated my LinkedIn profile just in the last couple of days. I did this over the weekend to express truly what it is I'm here to do, what it is I know my core genius is, what it is that lights me up and gives me energy every single day. If I could do this every single day, I would be a happy person. And the truth is that I do this every single day. So I'm a very happy person. But I elevate committed conscious creators. Now there's a key word there, committed. What I mean by that is that there's a lot of people that will say or believe that they are conscious creators, meaning that they are in the driver's seat of creating the life that they've always dreamed of. But are they truly committed and in integrity with actually doing the actions and being the person that they need to be every single day to align with that vision, that creation vision? And if you are a change maker, let's amplify your impact. This is what I know my core genius is. This is what I know that I've built the better part of 15 years developing, which is to elevate other people's voices. And quite frankly, I know that I need to share that gift with the world, because if I don't, I'm actually robbing those people that can create this more beautiful world that I see possible, one with limitless abundance, that I get to live in. And quite frankly, my kids get to live in and their kids get to live in. So therefore, this is very vision focused for me. This is completely in alignment with exactly what I want to be doing in my time here on this earth and the kind of people I want to serve. So I use the terminology here too of, when you're ready, you know who you are. And now that might leave a lot of room for interpretation, like ready for what? Well, that naturally will lead somebody to want to go, okay, what's this guy all about? What does he have to say? And then I even use this terminology here, ready, aim, and fire. So what I'm referencing on that is actually an analogy that came to me recently about AIM. So AIM, and I'll speak to that in a second. But with regards to ready is, are you ready to actually step into the highest version of yourself that already exists? That person that when you speak from true authenticity, that it just radiates from you and you naturally attract everything that you want in life. That is the inner work that needs to be the starting point for everything. Because if you don't have that alignment, everything else is a mirage. It's not real. It's that you can create wealth, but will you actually create true happiness? And you can create impact, but will you create the kind of impact that has lasting, ripple effects, where what you do actually impacts other people to then impact other people? And that is foundational. Now, the aim part is really around an analogy that I've come up with. So now there's been some iterations of this. I used to call what I do with clients around creating content the authority building content machine, or the ABC machine. It's now evolved into this, which is the amplify impact machine. And what that means is you being that highest version of yourself, speaking your truth, sharing your gifts is the best content strategy that you can have. Stop overthinking it. It's just you showing up and sharing your gifts, knowing that not everybody's going to receive it. Not everybody's going to want it. Not everybody's going to be ready for it. But you are doing the disservice to those people by holding on to all that expertise and all that knowledge that you have that can ultimately help people. So the Amplify Impact Machine is a workflow, procedures, a whole team that I built around me to be able to not only produce this type of content, but post-produce it into all the different formats that are needed to be able to distribute it out into the world. And then ultimately to distribute it, to have it published. And that is where the fire comes in, which is, okay, you're ready to speak your truth. You're ready to be your true authentic self and attract everything that you desire into your world. You have to put that message out into the world. So that's the fire part. That's the, let's go jump off the side of that cliff. And I'm not going to push you. I'm going to jump with you. I'm going to hold your hand. I'm your co-pilot. Yes, I will guide you. I'll be your mentor. I'll be your teacher. I will extract that knowledge, that brilliance out of you, but I will jump with you too. And I will lead from the front by example. And this is just an example of that. And I'm also the co-founder of the Source Collective. The Source Collective is the container where I have co-created this with Danielle Grant, and it is a foundational piece that really speaks to the ready part of what I'm referring to there. It's how do you reclaim your higher self? How do you really truly step into that? How do you find out what it actually even is if you don't know which questions to ask? So this is a deep dive into spirituality. This is a deep dive into true alignment with how you show up and what you actually say out of your mouth. Because this is critically important. If you're going to say one thing and do another, you are out of alignment. Whether or not somebody else knows that or not, you do. So that is the foundational work, and that is what the Source Collective is. So anyways, a bit of a sidetrack there, because what I wanted to say is, so this is this new experience that I put on here, and you'll see that it didn't actually attach to the company page that I've created. For whatever reason, it's a little bit of a LinkedIn glitch. But you can see I elaborated on this. It's like, well, what is Single? What does it stand for? It's committed to transformation. You know, we know that by sharing our gifts, we help create this more beautiful world, and we will make a difference with those people that are ready to look inward for the answers to be able to create more happiness in this world. And then I just articulated who I am and what I do and how I do that as a fractional CGO to a handful of clients. And then even the process that I run people through. And this process is the Amplify Impact program. Now, this is evolving and being written as we speak. But the process of actually producing that soul aligned magnetic client attraction content, I know that's a mouthful, is the Amplify Impact machine. That's the whole workflows and procedures and team that I've been building out and really dialing in for the last number of years, like 2-3 years. And it's really taken a focus here in the last couple of months in particular. And then I also mentioned about my wife, because my wife is essentially the smarter, more talented person of our relationship. I'll just say that straight up. But she's the integrator. I'm the visionary. She's the integrator. We're fully aligned on what that actually means and how that means that we show up in this world too. And what she is driven to do is really work with companies that sell products and service that create more happiness in this world. And that can be anything from, you know, toys that you can use in the lake. And I won't say anything specific about that, but those of you that are watching this might know what I'm talking about. But like people that can just put smiles on the faces of people, whether it's through the services that they offer or the products that they offer. And she does this by offering her skills as a digital transformationalist, as somebody that does leadership growth, as somebody that does recruiting and talent elevation. And we, of course, have an agency behind us as well called Route 3 Digital, where we have a whole team of talented people that can execute on all of these strategies that we co-create with our clients. So that's everything from ads to funnels, all kinds of traffic generation solutions, conversion solutions, you name it. We've got a bench to be able to do that. And that's just within this bubble of what we actually do for our company. I'm also a citizen and a shareholder in a company called Republics, which means I have a much bigger bench even to be able to tap into, to be able to drive results that make a difference in this world. So I wanted to say that out loud for all of those reasons, but also to say, you're noticing here on the bottom, like ping, 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 my whole inbox is just going crazy right now saying, congratulations on your new role. Now, this is the little bit of insight I wanted to give you, is that this was published because I turned on a little switch that said, notify my network that I have a new experience or a new role. And this is how it articulated it. Congratulate Trevor for starting the new position. And you can see that there's a bunch of people that have publicly commented on here, a few likes and reactions as well. But also people are direct messaging me because they're getting the notification. And obviously somewhere on that post in the feed, it says, click here to send Trevor a message. And then they just click a button, because you can see all of these are congratulations on the new role. Congratulations on the new role. So the insight that I have for you is when you get clear on what your vision is and you align with your higher self and you put that out into the world, own it, speak to it, be unapologetic about it. And then secondly, make sure that everybody knows about it. Just by simply doing this, there's a whole bunch of people that might have forgot that I even existed on LinkedIn that now are aware, at least, that I'm active on my LinkedIn profile and I'm sharing this with the world. And of course, they're reaching out. Now, I could easily just ignore all these, or what I can do now is just say thank you to every single person. And it creates that feedback loop and that connection that at its very simple core is people being seen and heard. I've been seen and heard for the new role that I just put on here. And now I'm about to acknowledge back to them, thank you for acknowledging me. It's really that simple. When I teach and work with my clients on this, that is what it is. It's about tapping into the human element of what we ultimately desire, which is to be seen and heard and acknowledged. All right. Hope that's helpful. Thank you for listening. Let me know if this resonated.